what do you think in terms of the entire European Union? What does the recovery look like to you, and then in terms of Portugal as well?
The European economy was badly affected by pandemic. In the second quarter, when the most severe measures of lockdown were implemented, the GDP fell in Portugal, for example, 16% compared to last year. But now the economy is recovering fast, better than expected, both in Portugal and Europe. But the outlook is still very uncertain, and the recovery is not complete. In Portugal, in the summer and the third quarter, the banking sector provides huge support for the economy. Construction is doing very well. Manufacturing is recovering. Tourism is also recovering, but is still quite below last year. In general, the government is putting in place very strong measures to protect farms, employment, and protect incomes of the families. This is helping the economy recovering, and we are, for next year, here in Portugal and in Europe, proposing measures to keep supporting the economy. That's very important in this period.
So tourism is huge. You already mentioned it. What can you do when, for example, the UK takes you out of the travel corridor and you see tourism figures drop? I mean, how do you improve that?
Yes, the tourism is badly affected by especially British tourism and outside Europe tourism. Internal tourism is doing very well in Portugal, and tourism from Spain is also doing very well, and high-end tourism is also doing very well in Portugal. Still, the tourism is badly affected. We are putting in place specific measures not only to support employment in these sectors, but to provide extra demand for these sectors. We are putting in place measures like vouchers, programs that keep incentivize people to go to Lisbon and the rest of the country.
What about the euro? I mean, a euro now costs $1.18, $1.19. Last time there was a horrible European crisis, the currency got hit hard on the downside. Now it's on the upside. I guess in a way that's good. It shows confidence in the currency. In a way it's difficult for a tourism-based economy.
Yes, so it shows that Europe did like a strong measures that show that to the world that is united.
The rescue package.
The rescue package, and that there is future in Europe. So markets have confidence in the evolution of the European economy. So that's the positive side, as you said, for tourism, especially from outside Europe, like from Britain and the other countries, it is not so good. But the most important thing, Europe is very important, the confidence that the markets are seeing in the evolution of the European economy.
So what do you think can be done about the euro? Do you want to see it a little bit weaker?
As you know, the evolution of the currency fluctuates quite a bit. The European economy is a relatively closed economy for the rest of the world. The share of exports is lower than 10%, but it's still important for us. So for us, the ideal situation will be not to further appreciation of the euro, but also because the inflation rate in Europe is quite low, and further appreciations of the euro will not help to increase the inflation rate.
How would you can you use this crisis to restructure the Portuguese economy in some ways?
Yes, indeed. So part of the recovery has to be put the economy working back to the normal stage, but we also have very important recovery funds coming from Europe, and these recovery funds are going to be used not only to improve in short term the economy, but also over the medium term to help restructure the economy, improving leading to the digital transition, energy transition, and improving the productivity of the economy. So we are going to promote investment to make the economy with higher potential growth.
Let me finally ask you about Brexit. It looks like they might come to no deal at the end. How difficult would that be for the Portuguese economy, so reliant on British tourists?
For Europe, it is a breach of trust because the UK didn't comply with the agreement. And we hope the UK reconsiders and keeps the agreement. It's very important in the end for us to reach a trade deal that is both for everyone. It's very critical for both the British people and for Europe to have a compromise and reach a trade deal.